I cruise with Princess a lot and talk to some very experienced cruisers when I do. We all seem to have things in common, so today I'm going to give you a breakdown of the things I think smart Princess cruise passengers always do to make their vacation amazing. Welcome back to Tidal Horizons. My name is Andrew, and I'd like to think we're a bit of an expert when it comes to Princess cruises. There are so many things that you can do to make your Princess cruise an amazing one, but we're going to look at some key things that you can do before you even set sail to maximize the fun once on board. Let's get on with it. This is a big one for me that we really haven't covered before in past videos, and it's all got to do with getting proper sleep and feeling at home while on board. Of course, we'd all love to be in a suite, but that's just not possible. So when choosing your cabin, there are a number of things to take into account. First, go for the balcony cabin if it's in your budget rather than an inside or an outside cabin. Fresh air, sunshine, sunsets while at sea are all part of the cruise experience. Many people say that they don't spend much time in the cabin, but it's nice to have a private place to relax. Next, make sure you have enough space for your needs. Do you have accessibility needs? There are cabins specifically designed for you in mind. If you are traveling with 2 or more people, in a standard balcony cabin, is that going to be big enough, or will you need a mini suite? The location is everything for me. I'm going to look for something that's closer to the middle of the ship so I can get from end to end easily and lessen the wave motion. I don't generally care if it's a high or low deck, but I'm going to look and make sure I don't have a theater or a disco below me, and also ensure that the pool deck isn't above. Generally speaking, you want cabins all around you, above and below, left and right, as a buffer. I also don't want to immediately be by the elevators, although close is fine, and I definitely don't want to be next to or very close to the laundry facilities on board. The doors tend to bang, people aren't always courteous around the laundry room, talking in the hallways, and getting into arguments about machines. You should also look at the diagrams and see if the room you've selected is a connecting room. I try and avoid the connecting rooms unless I need one. It's just got the potential for noise and may take up valuable real estate along the wall. Finally, I'm going to avoid guarantee cabins at all costs for the reasons I've already mentioned. If you don't care about the location, a guarantee cabin can save money, but for that little extra money, I want to choose the cabin that suits me best. Moving on, I know that a travel agent telling you to use a travel agent is a bit of a conflict of interest, but hear me out for smart move number 2. Try and find a good travel agent who specializes in cruises. There are many agencies who specialize. It's generally in their name. They are small businesses who you can build a relationship with. Agencies and cruise lines do not compete on price, and often you're going to find that an agent has access to special rates, group rates, and other promotions that are exclusive to that agency. This could save you on the cruise fare, packages, and more. Sometimes, larger agencies with group space booked can get a cruise that is otherwise sold out. More specific to Princess, make sure that your agent has completed their training with Princess and really knows the ships, itineraries, and features, and knows what's going to appeal to you. A good agent will help you refare your voyage if a lower price comes up before final payment. They will also be there in case you need help along the way. A perfect example of that is Sun Princess being delayed at least 2 days getting into Fort Lauderdale due to Hurricane Milton. An agent can do some of the legwork, changing flights and canceling other bookings. They can't help with everything, but having shoreside support available to you is a big help. Like a good travel agent, we're here to help as well with the latest cruise news and information without all the drama, misleading images, titles, and descriptions. If that sounds like something you can use, hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. There are constantly new promotions being run by Princess. While your travel agent can help, only you know what your habits are when you're on board, but you want to spend your money wisely. Look at what's included in the fare you book and decide if you're going to need to add Princess Plus or Princess Premier to your booking. We've done extensive video reviews of the 2 packages to help you figure that out. They're linked above. Princess Plus and Premium make it easy for you to cover your drinks, gratuities, Wi-Fi, and more. But if you're choosing not to take the packages, what are your expenses going to be? In addition to the gratuities that are automatically added to your folio, there are other packages that might make sense for you to purchase ahead of time in the onboard activity reservations page. If you didn't take the Princess Plus and drink a fair amount of soda and coffee, this might be a place to go for packages that might save you some money. Are you looking for an upgrade? I've successfully used the Princess Bid to upgrade your stateroom feature before, but remember that the cost can be quite high, and the real winner is Princess because they get to ensure the most expensive rooms are taken. Finally, the one place perhaps not to save money is on your flights. Make sure that you're booking flights that are changeable for a reasonable fee or have free changes. Basic fares are often lost completely if you don't show up. Cruising isn't perfect, so it's possible to have to reschedule that flight. We have an entire video about saving money on board Princess Cruises. It's linked above and in the description of this video for your reference. Smart Princess passengers know that making reservations as soon as possible for specialty dining and traditional fixed-time dining is very important, especially now that Princess Premier has unlimited specialty dining included. As soon as your booking is eligible, you should get things secured. You can always make changes later. This also goes for the cruise booking itself. If you've been following along some of our analysis of the cruise industry in general, you'll know that cruise lines, Princess included, are seeing higher and higher booking levels with very low inventory available. There are also fewer ships coming online in the next few years. Princess hasn't announced anything beyond the delivery of Star Princess in October 2025, so I don't anticipate we'll see another new Princess ship until at least 2029. Carnival Corporation, Princess's parent company, has said that prices will be higher because of lower availability of staterooms, classic supply and demand. So, where prices used to start high and go down, we may start seeing them starting high and going even higher. No matter what you're booking, do it early. Finally, let's talk about what Smart Princess passengers do to reduce risk so they don't have any surprises or issues during their vacation. First, look at the Princess Protection Plans, otherwise known as insurance, to see if they're right for you. Alternatively, talk to your insurance broker about trip cancellation and interruption insurance. You never know when something's going to go wrong, and having that peace of mind that you could cancel rather than losing all your money for canceling too close to sailing. Next, make sure you have adequate emergency medical insurance that covers evacuation and repatriation to your home country. Credit card insurance generally is not going to cover you sufficiently for either trip cancellation or medical insurance. It's your responsibility to make sure you're covered. Following along on the health track, if you're planning an extensive cruise or vacation that includes a cruise, ensure you have enough personal medication for the cruise, plus a little extra just in case. Be sure that the prescription medicine is kept in its original container that clearly has your name on it. A visit to the doctor or the dentist goes a long way as well to reduce the risk of something coming up and getting in your way, especially if you're planning an extended journey. You'll also want to take along a medical kit with standard over-the-counter medications and first aid supplies that you know and trust. A trip to the medical center on board most cruise ships starts at $200, so save the aggravation of asking them and be sure to carry your own kit. And what's the biggest risk that all Smart Princess passengers do their best to mitigate? Missing the ship, of course. Choose wisely when it comes to shore excursions and make sure that you're back on board well in advance of the ship's departure time. Taking a ship's excursion or an excursion with a reputable tour company that has a guaranteed return to ship is a great starting point. Finally, you'll only make this mistake once, and Smart Princess passengers don't make it. Never, ever fly into the departure port on the day of departure. Come in a day early and grab a hotel. Budget for this. If the global IT outage in July 2024 taught us anything, it's to be prepared for the worst. So, we got you on board. You're one of the smart ones now. So the smart thing to do is to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. While you're at it, leave a comment with your best pre-cruise smart tip and then check out these videos for more of our tips and tricks. Thanks for watching.